Hi, Milad. How are you doing?
Hi, Dimola. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How has it been? I mean, the world has been different in the past year plus.
Definitely. What a time it has been, right? I think we have learned a lot and we have developed a lot, but it's been a crazy 1.5 years, 1 year so far, indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Before we go into what we wanted to discuss today, can you tell a bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure. Dimola, thank you once again for having me on your podcast. I'm a big fan of of your show. I'm Milad Saleh, and I work as a strategic analyst or business consultant at Penny.io. And Penny.io is an insurance technology scale-up located in Copenhagen, and we are specialized within embedded insurance. And my role at Penny is to identify and analyze digital sales opportunities within insurance markets and companies, and specifically regarding embedded insurance opportunities.
Awesome. You mentioned embedded insurance. That's kind of been a buzzword recently. Care to share what exactly embedded insurance is and then what Penny is doing in that space?
Of course. Let me first start off with maybe explaining a bit what Penny is. Penny is a plug and play insurtech solution for embedded insurance. And at Penny, we have spent the last couple of years primarily working on embedded insurance and digital insurance sales. And we like to call ourselves also the experts within this field, since Penny is built by ex-insurance professionals with a combined experience
Mm,
within the insurance industry of like approximately 100 years. And they've taken all this experience and put it into
wow.
like a digital platform, which we call like the Penny Connect. And Penny Connect basically enables insurance companies to build online customer journeys for insurance products in a matter of a few weeks and to sell insurance products through a new digital partner in a matter of a few days. So we basically enable insurance companies to embed insurance anywhere through any partner at any time. And as we ask about embedded insurance, in simple terms, embedded insurance is about enabling insurance products to be sold seamlessly through non insurance partners like e commerce websites, travel agencies, and labor unions, thereby making the insurance product relevant and more personalized and possibly actually also more affordable. And for these third party organizations, this basically creates a new stream of revenue. While for the insurance, this creates access to a broad audience and also, co-sharing of existing brand loyalty that this third party organization has, may it be a travel agency or a labor union.
Wow, that's interesting. Why do you think that embedded insurance? Before we go into some other things, I know, like I said, embedded insurance has been kind of like a buzzword recently, and there's been a lot of interest in that space. Looking at the fact that it could be an opportunity to grow insurance, right? Why do you think it's getting a lot more traction at the
Definitely.
moment?
There are a few major trends that we see in the industry right now. The first thing is definitely that customers or the people, they buy more and more online. And while this is happening, especially now with COVID, insurance companies are forced to rethink the way they sell insurance. And one of these new ways of selling insurance is embedding the insurance in non insurance products. And if you look at a situation like COVID, when agents can't knock on people's door or visit people's offices to sell insurance, we have to sell insurance where people are buying products. So I think this definitely has helped to promote embedded insurance a lot. And of course, it's been a bit of a buzzword lately, but it's definitely something that is growing extremely strong. And I think Simon also said that it's a $3 trillion industry, embedded insurance
Wow.
that could be tapped into basically between partnerships between insurance companies and digital partners, so to say.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. And we operate out of Africa, and I know that Penny is not in Africa, right? So why is the African market something that you are willing to get into?
We are currently at Penny. We're currently focusing on the Scandinavian market and the European market. We have customers in France, UK, Denmark, and Scandinavia in general. And Africa is something that it's a burning opportunity. It's glowing at the moment. And personally, I'm personally on the forefront on this discovery of the African market for penny. And I think this comes from a place that I've always had a strong interest in developing countries in general. I mean, as a child, I'm a child from a refugee family, and I've always had this fascination with different cultures from a pretty young age. And Africa in particular has continued to amaze me in that part. I mean, the immense development that has been going on in the recent years in regards to technology, education, and even the economy is something that is pretty much unseen anywhere in the world. And when we take Nigeria in particular, we have a population of more than 200 million people, as you know. And while only 1.5% of this population has some type of insurance, this translates to an incredible opportunity, especially now when internet accessibility and smartphone usage keeps increasing at a super fast rate. I mean, 65% of Nigerians that have access to the internet have stated that they buy online, and 24% has stated to expect so. To do so, in the future. So the potential is phenomenal. And I think it's now is the time for us to shed some light on how we can tap into that market of 98.5% of uninsured Nigerians.
Wow. Yeah. I agree with you totally, and the opportunities are huge. And I know that you've been doing some research and report on the African market. Care to share what that report is about and what you aim to achieve, and maybe what you've learned so far?
Of course. So at Penny, besides that we are an insurance technology platform, we also do a lot of research regarding embedded insurance and insurance distribution. And one of these researches that we are doing is in Africa about how digitalization is basically changing the way insurance is being sold or has to be sold in Africa and in Nigeria in particular. And in the interactions that I've had with many industry professionals so far have basically been nothing but incredibly eye-opening. I mean, the Nigerian insurance industry is pretty much dominated by agents and brokers, as you know. And these agents and brokers tend to focus on customers that can deliver high returns. I mean, for obvious reasons, of course. So therefore, the focus of insurance companies in Nigeria has primarily been corporate clients, while almost completely neglecting the retail segment. So selling to retail, it is expensive. Knocking on each person's door as an agent to sell them insurance is not only very time consuming, but the sales agent also needs to teach the client about what insurance can do for them. Because too few Nigerians are aware of the power of insurance and the benefits it can deliver to them, since only 1.5% are insured, and many of these work for big corporations or for the government. So selling insurance to the retail segment in Nigeria is not the same as how we sell insurance in Europe. And this is one of the big findings I made, since in Europe, all we have to do is, in easy terms, is basically providing a better price than the competitor, since insurance is pretty much the same anywhere, or to display a logo on a roadside billboard. But in Nigeria, this is different. From what I've learned is that in Nigeria, we need to teach about insurance before we can actually sell insurance. You can have the best advertisement in the world, but if people don't see the need of buying it, they won't buy it. So there are very few insurance companies that actually have plans on teaching these potential clients. Well, many wish to continue to sell insurance through their own trusted agents and brokers as they use them. But if we wish to get more than only the 1.5% of Nigerians insured, we really need to rethink the way we sell insurance in Nigeria. And this rethinking, part of my conclusion is that it has to be done in two different ways.
Do you know that the IBS Women in Insurance webinar is coming up this month of May? The webinar will focus on the challenges, opportunities, and realities faced by women in the insurance industry. Notable speakers like Rashidat Adebisi, Majori Igwenya, Adeolu Adewumi Zer, and many more will be there. More details on our social media pages. Don't miss it.
The first way is in regards to online sales, and the second way is embedded insurance, as we mentioned before. So first of all, online sales, right? Selling insurance online enables to basically completely eliminate the so-called middleman fees, thereby practically reducing the variable cost per insurance product sold to zero, since nobody's really involved in doing any paperwork or knocking on people's door. And this should enable insurance companies to actually make the retail segment a more profitable segment to focus on, instead of limiting themselves to just corporate clients and sticking to the 1.5%. However, you can have the best online sales channel as an insurance company, but actually attracting customers, I mean, that's a real challenge on its own, since the cost per acquired customer can be pretty high when the audience doesn't really see the need of buying an insurance product that you're selling. Which brings me to the second conclusion, that we need to focus on embedded insurance. We need to sell insurance products where Nigerians are buying non-insurance products. I mean, is someone buying a television through Konga? Then we need to sell a television insurance at the checkout page, right? So if someone's car shopping or looking around for a new car, a secondhand car at Gigi, then we need to propose potential car insurance on the side of the screen so they can see what the price will be. If someone planning a holiday to London, then we need to sell travel insurance while they're choosing what luggage they would like to add to the flight. So we need to sell insurance where it's relevant. And how much time teaching or convincing does someone really need when you're only selling them travel? I mean, when you're only selling them travel insurance while they are buying flight tickets to London? All you have to say, all you have to say is, what if your luggage gets lost? Or if you accidentally end up in a hospital, who will pay for that? Get yourself a travel insurance and treat yourself the peace of mind that you deserve on your holiday. And that's it. That's it. That one sentence, 2 sentences, or depends on how you count it. That's it. Someone who has never had an insurance before is now on the verge of purchasing their first insurance product ever in their life, and hopefully not the last one. So we need to sell insurance when it's relevant. And why is this then important right now, right? What was my conclusion in this, in its urgency, is that when we look at the Nigerian insurance industry, we see an industry that is extremely competitive compared to Europe, for example. I mean, the top 5 insurance companies in Nigeria only hold 50% of the total market share. Only 50%. So if any of these companies in the market chooses to efficiently target the retail segment through, for example, digital partnerships, they will significantly strengthen their competitive position. And furthermore, most of these strong potential digital partners, like travel agencies, for example, or labor unions, are so-called single in the market. They haven't really partnered up with any insurance company so far. So if you, as an insurer, act fast before your competition does, then you can build a distribution strategy and win all the strong digital partners before it's too late.
Oh, awesome. That's very interesting, all that you said. And I agree with you in terms of the strategy to getting a lot more people insured, and definitely embedded insurance could help, because what we've seen is the experience with insurance has not been great, right? So embedding insurance in non-insurance purchases and products could be a way to bypass that normal insurance experience where it's not palatable, right? So we enjoy, and when you want to book a flight and things like that, right? Why not just put insurance there and I say, hey, you need to get insured. What if, like you said, your parcel gets lost and things like that? So I think it makes a lot of sense. And from all of the conversations that you've had with insurers and insurance professionals within the market, are you seeing a kind of like that mindset change as to looking at these opportunities, or do you think that there's still a lot of work in terms of even they themselves understanding what is possible?
I think many people within the insurance industry in Africa, or actually anywhere, they're very scared of taking risk in trying out something new. Because as I said, brokers and agents, they are usually already very profitable. So why would you focus on the retail segment if you can just focus on corporate clients? And taking this leap of innovation and trying out something new, partnering up with an insurtech or a fintech, that is where risk comes in, but also the reward comes in. So this is something that I think is definitely holding a lot of insurance professionals back from actually taking that step, unfortunately. Because I think that tech can play a big role in the African insurance market, because digital partnerships isn't easy. For example, when we look at embedded insurance, digital partnerships isn't easy. And it's actually incredibly difficult and high demanding in regards to time, resources, and skills and IT teams that you need to have. And launching a partnership between an insurance company and a digital partner usually takes approximately 6 months to a year. And once this partnership has been built, it will still be lacking real-time data visualization, agility, for example, if you want to change some colors or you want to make some changes in the prices, or the precision, for example, of the widget, and the scalability. And I mean, at Penny, we've spent the last couple of years just primarily just working on embedded insurance and digital insurance sales. And we've built this platform that enables insurance companies to actually sell this insurance product through a new digital partner in a matter of a few days. And adjustments to the widget can be made in a matter of a few minutes even. And at the same time, we try to provide a user-friendly portal that visualizes real-time data, thereby enabling data-based optimization of the widget and also online sales funnels. And actually, I really recommend any insurance professional or someone who works within insurance sales to look into partnering up with insurance technology companies. And it doesn't have to be Penny, it can be any insurtech, but to support them in this process of digitizing their insurance sales and partnerships. Because not only does this have a positive effect for the insurance company, as this could definitely make it more competitive, but also it can make a change in Nigeria. Another article I've wrote previously is about how insurance penetration has a positive correlation with economic growth. Because if more people are insured, they tend to take more risk. They tend to open up their own store, make a new purchase of a house, because they can afford the risk. But if people are not insured and the business gets destroyed by vandalism or by a fire, for example, you lose your entire savings and you might end up homeless. So this is not only a matter of corporate strategy, it's also what's best for Nigeria as a country, because insurance is important and it's necessary.
Great. Thank you very much for that. That was quite insightful, and I learned a lot, and we definitely would love to continue engagements with you, with Penny, in the coming future, and seeing how we can grow the space. And I mean, we believe definitely that embedded insurance can be a way to grow the market. So happy to work with Penny and seeing how we can make that work. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Demola, for having me. Thank you so much.